Bora lá! Boa noite. Boa não, meu povo. Tudo aí. Pô, essa é a temporada. É jogar para vencer todos os jogos, não me resta mais nada nesse 2K. Então vamos lá, vamos buscar o que precisa ser buscado. Primeiro vamos ver como ficou o elenco do Orlando Magic, né, mano? Vamos lá. Skill do jogador. Mas ficou com eu, lógico, 8. Esse é o overall do cara que vai buscar todos os jogos. O PN ficou, ó, o overall subiu muito, foi para 80. Tobias continua. Gordon também. Vucevic, ou seja, o elenco titular tá todo aí. Com o overall bem melhorado de todo mundo, né? Mas a temporada vai avançando, o overall sobe, né? Temos o Oladipo, que também já chegou a 80, ó. Mas você perde pro PN. Não, os dois estão 80. 26 anos, 27, pô, os caras vão ficar comigo aí por muito tempo. Infelizmente o Python também tá aí, mas o cara é 77, né? Mas esse atrapalha. Snipe tá na área, categoria da base, outro base. Pô, esse menino também ficou, hein? Isso é ruim com força. Não deveria. Outra categoria da base. Fly não vai aposentar nunca. Por quê, né, Fly? 36 anos e ainda tá aí, né? Só colecionando anel, sentado no banco, trocando ideia com a rapaziada, tá fácil a sua vida, hein, irmão. Esse é o elenco. Ó, cara, o elenco bem curtinho. Bem curto mesmo, né? Não tem outro pivô. Agora que eu observei, só tem o Vucevic de pivô. E esse menino que é pivô, mas tem jogado mais de ala pivô. Um desses aqui deve ser ala pivô, né? Dos novatos aí. Esse aqui. É isso. Esse é o elenco. Bora lá. Buscar a temporada. Indicaram Detroit, jogando em casa, jogo da entrega da taça.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Da taça não, né? Dos
Hello,
anéis.
basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start
Jogo da
fresh for
festa.
their first game of the season. Both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, and just before the game, the championship ring is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans. Aaron Gordon. Tobias Harris.
Não vai anunciar não, então eu anuncio. Ele! Eles anunciaram o atirador do vídeo. Esse vídeo vocês anunciam. Lesão. Anunciar o cara. Ou seja, indico que o Orlando deve trazer um pivô pra mim aí no meio da temporada. Aí o cara. essa vai à loucura. Deve trazer um pivô, porque nós ficamos sem pivô ali. Essa é a verdade. Não precisa ter algum seguinte da quadra, não, é até perfeito.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K
Show de
Sports,
bebida, todo mundo inteiro na temporada. Olha o jogo, alegria do povo.
Sideline reporter Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Johnson is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Crawford, then there's Jennings, and it's Ajinça in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Crawford outside. Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Crawford. 5 on the clock. Crawford missing again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. The pass to Houdini. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And it's Detroit's ball. Johnson goes in. Jennings kicks to Crawford. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Crawford's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Houdini. Gordon with a screen on Jennings. Here's Houdini. It's tipped, and they get it back. And it's Gordon missing. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Crawford drives in. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Passes it to Houdini. Vucevic is screen on Crawford. Here's Houdini. The feed now to Payne. Top of the key, Harris. Magic moving the ball around.
Loucabuloso.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's Houdini following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's Houdini on the wing, Gordon. Money from the wing. Gordon's got his first points in this one. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Crawford kicks to Jennings. Gibson setting a pick for Jennings. Johnson outside. It's deflected. Dishes it to Crawford. Gibson a screen. From deep 3-point range, Crawford missing again.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Houdini. Pass to Vucevic. Shot from 12. It's deflected. Outside Jennings. Pass to Crawford. Kicks it to Ajinça. He dishes it to Jennings. There's the screen. He feeds it to Ajinça. Shot from 12. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Looking at some numbers for Brandon Jennings. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 16 points a game, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his score, and he was #1 on the team last season.
And, Greg, I liked his ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration. That allowed him to be a great finisher.
Morris is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. Here's Vucevic, and he uses the
Cerrete.
He got a
Eu
great
fui fazer um
read of
ligado
where
no
that miss
jogo.
was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
outside Jennings. Gibson the screen. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Houdini. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Goes back up. And it's Gordon missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Crawford sets the pick here for Jennings. Feeds to Crawford. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, we've talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offensive ball club. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay relatively constant. It's all about denying the high percentage shots, the layups, free throws, and open three-pointers. If they're hitting contested jump shots, you just have to tip your hat to them. Kevin, a sound strategy.
And Doris, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
For Orlando, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
When's the last time I hit the rim?
Começou, entrou os novatos.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And there's the pass to Slaughter. Morris. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Morris has got his first basket.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The
Nossa,
energy
tá
in the
muito
building
maluco.
just keeps going back and forth, ebbing
Já
and
tinha
flowing.
visto
I'm loving
já.
it.
And you don't
Ele é
ever want to get into
gigante,
the habit
mas ele
of
não tá
letting
no
the
Detroit,
offense
não.
get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the first one at the line is good.
All right, let's keep it moving, all right? Keep running, keep running.
Both free throws good from Houdini. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Morris outside. A step back shot here. Again, the Pistons score.
As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Orlando trailing here. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Harris. Another miss by Orlando.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Bilar. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Richardson. The rebound by Hazania. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Houdini. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Houdini. There's the dish to Oladipo. Good. Oladipo's all tied up now for the Magic. 6 seconds left in the first. And here's Morris for 3. It's all tied in Orlando. And off we go at close game. Now starting the second quarter. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Pistons trail by 4. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Johnson. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Crawford. And it's Jennings in at the point guard position. Here's Houdini. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Number 1, the Magic.
You know, Kevin, they were absolutely fantastic last year. I mean, they demanded respect from behind the arc all year long. Very consistent and very disciplined in their shot selection. They knew exactly how to move the defense and move themselves to get quality looks from behind the three-point line.
And that one is good
Wow.
from Ajinça.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Here's Houdini. A pass to Fox. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He's got 9. To the wing on the left. From the arc. Looks good.
Yeah.
Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Se posicionou, né, meu parceiro? Foi ele, um atirador de elite.
Crawford with the ball. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and it's good off the back rim and in. Crawford's got 7 points.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Here's Houdini. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
So it's Orlando now. It's a 5-point game. Harris a screen on Jennings. Here's Houdini. And Gibson sends it back. They recover it. Vucevic with the bucket.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And good on the basket. Book it. And it's 6 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. Here's Houdini. 9 points in the game so far. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Terrific game for Houdini. He has 9 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Orlando?
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
.109 left to play here in the half. Jennings drives in. There's Crawford with the three. Crawford missing again.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Passinhos cabuloso.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Outside Jennings. He kicks it to Ajinça. That's tipped. One-on-one fast break. Here's Houdini. Johnson with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Jennings with the double team. Over to the left wing. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Jennings. And now it's a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Now here's Crawford. Shot to stop the run. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair, hanging out there with Houdini, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Houdini. The feed now to Vucevic. Rebounded by Ajinça.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
The drive by Jennings. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Magic leading by 11. Here's Houdini. No good with the triple. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Crawford. Defense is right there. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. Crawford's got it back down to single digits for the Pistons.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Houdini to the inside from 12 feet out. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Quickly over to Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Gibson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's Houdini. Dishes it to Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the way. Vucevic has got two.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Gibson the screen. Gordon against Richardson. Outside Gibson. Just 5 on the clock. Wilkes. But they'll get another chance. There's a good screen. And it's blocked by
Gordon. Que chinelada.
Morris is checked in for Taj Gibson. Right around. Here's Houdini. 14 points for him. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Payton outside. Connects from three-point range.
Python, fala que não acerta de 3, irmão. Quem falou isso? Pô, tá mentindo.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Morris passes to Jennings.
Tu vê as lutas do rapaz de área. Tô treinado, senhor. Tá
Shot clock
trabalhando.
at 6. Pass to Slaughter. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Morris. They get the rebound. And the jam by Ajinça.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
There's the pass to Houdini. And stolen by Richardson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Houdini. Played in with a nice touch.
Cabuloso.
Houdini's got 16 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Kicks it to Ajinça. Outside Jennings. They set the pick. Ajinça up top. No one near him. And it takes a hard bounce.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Pass. Cabuloso.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Jennings against Payton. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Pistons shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Six seconds left in the third quarter. Up in time, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Fans, get ready for your magic dancer. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Pistons trail by 9, and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Jennings. Taj Gibson is out there with Johnson. And it's Crawford, and it's Villar in at the 5 down low.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Houdini. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot is off. And it's Detroit the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Crawford outside. To the middle. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 10 rebounds, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Good on the second free throw. Here is Jennings. Ball's knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
On the wing, Johnson. Payne grabs the board. Orlando leading by 8 to the left side wing. Here's Houdini. Not wasting any time.
Diretaço, cabuloso.
Houdini's got 21. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Vucevic with the block. Here's Houdini. Crafty move. And it's Payne in the corner. Rebound, Detroit. Johnson's got his third rebound on the night. Crawford outside. Gibson setting the pick for Crawford. Passes it to Ballard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Yes.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Orlando leading. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Johnson over to help. And here is Harris. Just 4 to shoot.
Ufa! Nossa, eu achei que ia dar ruim. O tamanho do cara, meu. Você é louco.
You can see which team now
Você é
has the
louco.
swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Que
Hey
coisa
guys, that
ruim.
swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little
Ó, o
too rough.
Jamal.
That Kia
Você,
Slam
hein?
replay really gave you a good look at the action. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Pass to Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. Takes it from 10. Crawford
Ela
with
diz
the
que você tá me
rebound.
zoando.
Pistons trail by 7. He dishes it to Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And that one falls for Johnson. The Pistons making a change here. Jens is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Orlando leading by 6. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we'll get.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Houdini. Outside Gordon. Plenty of space. Misses off the left iron. Pistons trail by 8. Morris a screen. Here's Wilkes. Loses his man off the
Uau,
screen
vocês
and
estão
lays
com
it up
maluco
and in.
cedo. Meu time tá
Great
errando
job of
tudo.
screening there.
Querendo.
Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Pistons making a change here. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Fight. All right, D up after this one, all right? Let's go.
Both free throws good from Houdini. Here's Jennings. To the inside, Gibson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
It's been a solid outing for Gibson. He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And the second free throw, good.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Vucevic. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Jennings. Crawford outside. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 9th assist in the game now. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now Crawford. Five on the clock. It's a Jinsa, top of the key. Shoots. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
No good.
Olha só, ela pica, ela rebola e não cai.
Jennings dishes to Crawford. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter.
Nossa senhora.
They get it back. No good from Gibson.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Houdini. Out to Harris. The pass to Houdini. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Orlando making a change here. Payne's checked in. And a switcher also for Detroit. Johnson's checked in. And that one's good.
Eita, mas vai bater o último prêmio do caixão.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Orlando.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Houdini. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Shots good by Gibson.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Houdini. Harris, right side. Outside Gordon. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Wilkes misses the shot. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight. He was nearly 60% from the field. Ernie, 60. That's Shaq-like numbers. Okay, that's Kenny Smith-like numbers. I'm telling you, this guy was outstanding. I love the way he shot it all over the place.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,